They come from hot and fresh. Biscuits at their best. Our delicious kinds, it's a sign of the time. Buy a breakfast by the hand.
900 again.
A B?
Yes, there is a B. Well, we're getting there. Robin, you have $2,100. What do you think?
I'd like to buy another vowel.
All right.
An I?
Yeah, one I. That was the one. Okay. Have to spin it or solve it? $200.
A D?
There is no D, I'm sorry.
Actress Melissa Gilbert is 23. Rocker Alex Van Halen, 32. Singer Philip Bailey is 36. Singer Tony Tennille, 44. Comedian Don Rickles is 61. And Sir David Attenborough, the naturalist and TV host, is also 61.
The thrill of a lifetime. The thrill of a lifetime. That's what you want to give. A chance to be, a chance to see the life you want to live. The thrill of a lifetime. That's what you need to feel. Because your dreams may often seem more real.
From Hollywood, it's the all-new Newlywed Game. And now, let's meet our newlywed couples for today. Couple number one. They met at a nightclub when he offered her a glass of water. Well, she thought he was pretty cheap, but she was thirsty, so she took it anyway. And she says she's been taking it ever since. Veronica and Herman King. Couple number two. As they were about to have their pictures taken at her high school prom, she slipped and fell in front of the whole school. But instead of helping her up, he just stood there and laughed. Dawn and Bill Lewis. Couple number three. He walked into the restaurant where she worked, and she waited on him. Well, after work, she went to the bar where he worked, and he waited on her. And they finally got introduced at a disco later that night. Terry and Danielle Gutierrez. Couple number four. On their honeymoon, they decided to splurge and get an expensive suite with a jacuzzi in the bedroom. Ooh. It was later they found out the jacuzzi was only big enough for one. Whoopee, what fun. Wendy and Jean Lesniak. Those are our newlyweds for today. And here's your host, the star of the all-new Newlywed Game, Bob Eubanks.
Returning a movie.
It don't come easy.
Most people want to do it in the morning. Unfortunately, most video stores are closed, except for 7-Eleven. We have all the top titles at great prices, 24 hours a day. So at 7-Eleven, if you're in a rush, you'll never be left on the outside looking in.
Get the good things easy.
Now you can rent all the latest titles for just 99 cents every day.
U.S. cities for 800.
While half the states have a town named Springfield, this state has the biggest one. Michael?
What is Illinois?
Sorry, wrong. Tim?
What is Massachusetts?
Massachusetts is correct.
U.S. cities for 1,000.
This state's second largest city, Rockville, has only 1/17 as many people as its largest city. Michael?
What is Illinois?
No, sorry.
Welcome to the all-new dating game. And now, here's your host, Jeff McGregor.
Wow, thank you. Oh! What an incredibly attractive group. We must have hired a modeling agency to come to our audience today, huh? Well, that was really short and weak, but thank you anyhow.
Baby, if you've ever wondered whatever became of me. I'm living on the air in Cincinnati. Cincinnati, WKRP.
Hey, Web, my man. High five, dude.
All right. What's happening, guys?
Do you like miniature golf?
Except with Ma'am. See, last time she went, she got her earrings caught in a windmill.
Oh, great. Then let's split.
Wait, guys. I'm kind of, broke.
You don't have any money?
Well, I spent all my savings on you guys. I guess it's your turn today.
Gee, well, we're a little light.
Well, I guess we can hang out here then.
Oh, hey, I just remembered. We gotta get to the grand opening of the new skateboard shop.
All right, that's great. Let's go.
Oh, sorry, Webb. By invitation only.
But guys,
see you in the cafeteria.
Setting my ways, losing track of the days. Only me to live for. Had no need to give more than I wanted to.
Spending my time just holding the line. Never getting caught up. Love was never brought up. It's not the thing to do. Ooh,
It was you.
then came you. You made me leap without taking a look. Ooh, it was you.
How do you know if a girl is your girlfriend or a girl that's just your friend?
How long have you been seeing Sheila?
2.5 weeks, but I haven't even kissed her yet.
Well, that doesn't mean she's not your girlfriend. How many times did you actually go out?
Let's see. All right, the first time we went back to her room, we looked at all of her plants. Then we walked somewhere. We were holding hands. Then the next day I saw her and I waved to her.
This doesn't have to hold up in court. We're just looking for a round number.
4 times.
4 times? I think you're engaged. No, not you. You got yourself a girlfriend.
Really? Yeah. That's what I thought. Thanks, bud.
I ain't too old to be soon forgotten, and I'm not too young to try. I've tried it one way, now I'll try it another, and it's not too late, and I will soon discover the answer. Looking for some answers. Oh, some answers. Looking for some answers. You're not too young to have your heart be broken by the look in a lady's eye. You might be younger, but you'll soon be older, and everybody sometimes needs a shoulder for some answers. Looking for some answers.
I don't believe it.
Well, believe it. But before we start tonight's competition, let's have a brief look at last week's winner of Pet Search, Mountain Man Dan and his dog Blue.
I have a dog. His name is Blue. He sings real good. He sings.
We're better than that.
Why you do this? I have done nothing. I know nothing. My family knows nothing.
Whoa. Ivan, chill out, dude. What's your problem? What's that building there?
Don't know.
No.
You're not KGB?
Get out of here.
Do I look like a Russian to you?
Hey, somebody want to answer that? Wesley Cole? Huh? What do you mean nobody showed up? Somebody should have been there an hour ago. I'll send somebody over as soon as I can. Wesley Cole? I'm sorry, maybe your line got lost in our computer. I'll get back to you.
Problem, boss?
What's going on? Nobody's showing up for work.
I believe it's called a walkout.
Huh?
It is a common technique used by labor when they feel exploited by management. Especially when management is a snotty little 10-year-old.
You mean everybody's on strike against me? But they're just a bunch of stupid kids. Where'd they get an idea like that?
Streaks on the china, never mattered before. Who cared when you drop-kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared, but sometimes things get turned around and no one spared. All hands look out below. There's a change in the status quo. Gonna need all the help that we can get. According to our new arrival, life is more than mere survival. We just might live the good life yet.
Okay. I'll give you a recipe.
Thank you. When I'm first lady, you can still call me Sandra. But only in private.
There's no place like home. With your family around you, you're never alone. When you know that you're loved, you don't need to roam. 'Cause there's no place like home. Times are changing every day. We won't get by with those same old ways. No. Pulling together, we'll make it right. With help from our friends, I know we can fly.
And now, Bugs Bunny's Mother's Day.
You're right, Granny. Mothers are the most important people in the world.
Just a minute, Buster. Us storks are important too, you know. Who do you think delivers the babies? And the eggs? Us storks, that's who.
The Bugs Bunny Mother's Day Special, sponsored by McDonald's, where it's a good time with Ronald and his friends.
Next Friday, a world television premiere.
Do you feel like expressing a little affection at my house tonight?
Are you still in one piece?
Behind the beauty of the Orient
I have many new companions now. Very charming girls.
lies another world.
You dare to kill your dreams?
One American caught in the middle.
I know where your gold is. Welcome home.
David Soul.
You're the most corrupt individual in Southeast Asia.
Harry's Hong Kong, next Friday.
You, Sam Malone, take this woman, Diane Chambers, to be your lawfully wedded wife. Till death do you part. I do.
Cheers. Oh, just a second. Miss Chambers, it's for you.
Woody, I'm kind of busy.
Oh. Listen, she's getting married. Can I take a message? Your kid. Oh, that's great. That's unbelievable. You're welcome. Go ahead.
Way down deep, you might be a decent person after all. Fact is, in a funny, perverse sort of way, I like you.
Oh, my. What is this, a marriage proposal? Forget it.
You're safe, Cliff. You're the last man I'd marry. But I might work with you.
Say what?
housewife's fantasy becomes a nightmare.
I was raped.
When a good cop taps his own phone.
Find out right now how long this has been going on.
When a lady DA is forced to choose between love and the law.
Is this wise?
Parental discretion advised. Hands of a Stranger, Sunday.
I wish I knew which judge was replacing him.
Trust me, we'll get some old geezer with a neck waddle the size of a pillowcase.
You're getting me.
You kidding?
Come again?
I just got my first judicial assignment. I take over Harry's post as soon as I'm sworn in.
Wait a minute. You mean after 2 years of being equals, now you're gonna have complete control and authority over me?
Yes.
May I kiss your gavel?
Dan, please don't start sucking up. I just prefer it if you'd act like yourself.
Okay, may I kiss that little...
Dan!
Who are you? A disappointed wine lover. Your 83 Chardonnay lacks body and flavor, not to mention character, but then, of course, a wine is simply a reflection of its owner, isn't it?
Previously on Falcon Crest.
I'm gonna tell Chase and Maggie, aren't you?
It's your little secret. And my little secret.
Vince, do you take you, Emma, to be my wife?
How can you say that when you're married to me?
You are going to feel a lot better when I tell you we've got Tony Cumson nailed to the wall.
And tonight.
I want you to play a part in helping me win back my grandson. A lot of things turn me on, Dan Fix. You know the biggest thrill? Revenge.
I am going crazy!
But you are crazy!
Roland Saunders was killed. And why?
I didn't expect you.
That's the way I like to keep it.
In the last episode of Soap, Bert was being held captive by some aliens, and a fake Bert was sent down to the Campbell household. The only difference between the real Bert and the fake Bert is the fake Bert hasn't held a woman in 2,000 years. So while the real Bert is being held captive, the fake Bert is holding Mary. Benson told the Tates that the Sonnies are holding Billy against his will. The Major held a meeting with Donahue, Chester, and Benson, and they are going to try to rescue him. And Mrs. David arrived from Texas with Jody's baby. And now that he's held her, he never wants to let her go. Confused? Hold on. You won't be after this episode of Soap. This is the story of two sisters, Jessica Tate and Mary Campbell. These are the Tates. And these are the Campbells. And this is Soap.
Why don't they act their age?
To help them get more out of life, people are eating better. Some have found Kellogg's Product 19, 100% of 12 vitamins and minerals. Feel good about yourself.
Tennis? They don't play tennis.
Feel like 19 again.
Ian, this is Robin. Ian, this is Joe. Robin, Joe, this is goodbye.
Yeah, we're just going. Come on, Robin.
Okay, listen, if you want anything, we'll be just outside the keyhole.
Push on.
What was up with him?
I think he was just jealous.
Well, let's give him something to be jealous about, eh?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, cigarette, sorry.
They're laughing, and we're not. The characters are not funny. Their songs are pathetic. I mean, I know that they were trying to make them sound bad, but they succeeded all too well in making them sound so bad that they aren't even funny, whether they're bad or not. When they get to the Middle East, the camels and the sand and the subplots, this movie, at that point, it just seems to just totally evaporate into terminal desperation. There is just nothing here to grab onto. I sat in the theater, and with all the best will in the world, I was trying to smile, and I was just looking at this disaster on the screen and saying, how in the world was this movie, why did anybody think that this was funny?
Again, it has to be laid at the script. I mean, you have two of the most charismatic actors we have around.
Playing against charisma, by the way.
Yes, playing dullards.
Yes.
And Warren Beatty had trouble playing a dullard in another film, The Fortune, directed oddly enough by Elaine May's old partner, Mike Nichols, and it didn't work there, so maybe there's a lesson to be learned there. Dustin Hoffman seems unchanged, like he wants to break through and just take over the movie, isn't given a chance. Instead, he does have to wander the desert. I don't want to see those guys crawling around in the sand. That isn't funny. Hope and Crosby can do it funnier, and did it funnier.
The big shootout when they were shooting at the helicopter.
Oh, who cares about that?
Come on,
You don't even want to see Stallone do that, let alone two great actors.
You know what I would have liked? Would have been probably hilarious? Documentary on the making of this movie.
Or either that or just Charles Grodin alone.
Well, then we would have had another movie, which
would have been shorter.
Would have been shorter and better. When we come back, the latest adventures of the Chipmunks.
Dun, dun, dun.